2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from New Orleans as the Pelicans go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Looking at the Hawks, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And I think we're really going to enjoy this type of game, a battle of super athletes, if you will. Shaq, this question for you. Can either team slow the other ones down, or are we just looking at a high-flying free-for-all?
I don't really care about that, Ernie, right now. Get your popcorn ready. You want highlights, just the game you want to see.
You don't care?
Just,
obviously,
Ernie,
you
I
do
want
care.
some popcorn, I want some butter, I want some salt. I just want to watch this game, Ernie.
All the things
you
that
like
are great
that
for your
fake butter they
cholesterol.
put on sometimes
Yes, I do.
at the movie theater?
Yes, I sure do.
You like that fake popcorn?
I have a technique. I just roll it and bing, 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 three. Boom, boom, boom.
Bing, 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 bing. Doesn't really translate. I don't know what you're talking about. How about the game, Kenny?
Well, I mean, this is a basketball fan heaven game. A game that you would just sit back and say, let everyone go do what they want to do. Do not worry about anything, because this is ultimately a great game.
And have plenty of popcorn for this heavenly matchup. Kevin Harlan, the angelic one, has the call.
No butter.
You mean heaven, Harlan.
At small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 20, Quincy Poindexter. The big man, 7 feet, number 3, Omer Ashik. At guard 6'4" from Indiana, number 10, Eric Gordon. Starting at the other forward position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 1, Tyreke Evans. And at forward, 6'10" from Kentucky, number 23, Anthony Davis. Your home team head coach is Alvin Gentry. Pelican fans, give it up for your New Orleans Pelicans!
The Hawks continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's the Hawks to start out. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Hawks, Teague and Korver are the guards. Horford is out there with Splitter, and it's Millsap in at the small forward.
And you look at Horford's game offensively. His mid-range jump shot is as pure as it gets. You got to say, he's probably in that Dirk Nowitzki territory from out there as far as accuracy. Doesn't possess the range that Dirk has, but from mid-range, as good as it gets. The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now here is Horford. Horford sets a screen for Millsap. Millsap a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The Atlanta shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. We're about 1 minute into the first. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Alvin Gentry. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Korver. Splitter sets a screen for Korver. Back to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Gordon kicks to Evans. That's good. Evans has got his first basket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Outside Teague. Inside. And finished off by Horford.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Evans outside. Gordon against Korver. Gordon the pass to Davis. 16 feet away. Good work defensively by Horford. The Hawks leading by 3. Splitter with a screen on Evans. Teague kicks to Korver. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Korver's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. New Orleans with the ball. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Good on the triple.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Teague kicks to Korver. Pass to Horford. Millsap in the corner. Outside Korver. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Teague dishes to Splitter. The pass to Millsap. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Splitter misses.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Well, New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
Here's Horford. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
You know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the fourth quarter. They won 38 when entering the fourth quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
Well, last season, Quincy Pondexter was moved to the Pelicans. He really took off after the trade and played some of his best basketball to date.
Both free throws good from Pondexter. Pondexter last year was very valuable after the trade. Career highs, Clark, and points and minutes played for him with the Pels.
Yeah, and you know, he showed he can really be a 3 and D guy. Shot over 40% from deep with the Pelicans and defended pretty much every position on the perimeter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Gordon the pass to Asha. The feed to Davis. And he makes good on the layup. Davis has got his first basket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Teague kicks to Korver. He dishes it to Splitter. Outside Korver. Teague the pass to Horford. Again, the miss by Horford.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gordon kicks to Evans. unloads from 13. Rebounded by Korver.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
There's the screen. Feeds it to Horford. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Al Horford is just a winner, guys. I mean, win 2 NCAA titles at his time playing for Florida. His teammates call him the Godfather because of how calm and quiet he is in terms of his leadership and the mentoring he provides. It's been the same here in the NBA.
First one falls for him. And that Florida team with Horford, Noah, and Corey Brewer, such a tight-knit group. All those guys still competing and defending at a very high level now in the NBA.
Each of those guys very team first in their approach. That's what they're about, winning. And because they've experienced championship winning, they stay locked into that task.
So Horford gets 2. Pelicans trail by 3. Passes it to Pondexter. And it's Anderson atop the key. Korver against Gordon. Back to Anderson. Lets it go from deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
T kicks to Horford. Teague with the ball. Millsap a screen to the middle. Up off the screen. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Kicks it to Usher. The dish to Evans. From deep. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Now here's Millsap. Picked by Horford. Korver gets a wide-open look. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
New Orleans gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Well, speaking of the skill of the Atlanta front court, their offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and shooting. Unlike San Antonio, Horford and Millsap a perfect fit.
Really, those two enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry between them because they're both mobile, agile, skilled big guys. Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Teague dishes to Korver. From downtown, the rebound by Anderson.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Now here's Gordon. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. The shot misses. Korver with the defensive effort. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Dishes at the splitter. Teague against Evans. The 11-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now it's a 4-point Atlanta lead.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Outside Gordon. There's the pick. Evans passes to Anderson. That's tipped. Here is Korver. 6 points for him. He feeds it to Horford. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Gordon against Korver. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Gordon's got his first basket of the night.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Picked by Horford. Teague with a clean look. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Asik's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And the one thing Tiago Splitter gives you every year, Clark, is consistency. The numbers, the effort, the results, all very familiar every year.
Yeah, his game is really built on the intangibles. He hustles, he knows where he's supposed to be, he gets to the right spot at the right time, crashes the boards, takes charges. He does all the little stuff.
Some changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashi. Holiday comes in for Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Quincy Pondexter. And then for Atlanta, Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Splitter. Hardaway comes in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague.
And for Tiago Splitter, he's been a relatively unsung player in his career, never getting his number called on offense, receiving little recognition from the media, but providing tough defense in the post. He shot over 55%, crashes the boards in the 20 minutes or so a game that he gets. So that's been good enough to really establish a productive career.
Here's Hardaway. After Tyreek Evans' score, out to the right wing. And it's Schroeder missing.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Now here's Evans. He's got 10. Lets it go with a 3. Good. Now just a 1-point Hawks lead.
You know, getting back to Splitter, yes, you need superstars to win in this league, but you also need guys like him, guys who put the team first, will bust the gut to carry out their responsibilities on the floor, off the court, and in the locker room. You need all of that to be a championship team.
New Orleans has gone a perfect 4-4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter.
And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
Well, getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Boy, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And looking at Drew Holiday, there's one thing he could do to really improve his game. Something that would, for the first time in a full season, help get his field goal percentage up over 45%. And that's just to get to the rim more often. Attack off the dribble.
Horford. And it's Horford again missing. Pass to Cole. Evans, right side, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Horford. On the topic of Holiday, there's one stat that proves that he hasn't been going to the basket. He is averaging, Clark, less than 2 free throw attempts a game.
Yeah, his direct competitors are getting to the line. Guys like Lillard and Steph Curry shoot more than double the free throw. That's one reason why through last season they'd won a lot more games than Holiday.
2 shots.
The Hawks were fantastic last season. After the All-Star break, they did slip up a bit, struggled against teams over 500.
That one is no good. They lost the last 3 games of the regular season, Clark, and really just limped into the playoffs. Some of it might have just been fatigue.
Yeah, it could have been, and their play at the end of the season did leak into the playoffs, Kevin. I mean, you could see very quickly that they weren't the same team that looked so dominant during the regular season.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Certainly the biggest surprise last year, Clark, was the play of the Atlanta Hawks. You would have picked them to win the East at the start of the season.
Well, they did it, and they earned it. The Hawks didn't have any superstars on their roster, but they won with solid team play.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. Now, here's Ajinça. There's a screen. Here's Cole. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
And for the Hawks, they did end up with 4 All-Stars last season. And as you said, it was all about how they worked together as a team.
Horford with it, covered by Ajinça, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. New Orleans leading by 5.
And you know, around the NBA, the league recognized the Hawks were a complete team. Everybody played their roles superbly. The NBA named all 5 of their starters the player of the week last year in an unprecedented move.
Picked by Horford. Cephalosha kicks to Horford. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And it's Cole missing. Now here's Schroeder looking for his first basket still in this one. And the basket by Horford. And so it's New Orleans with it. Holiday. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans on top as they wrap up the first quarter with a 13-4 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
New Orleans leading by 3. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Korver at the 3 with Paul Millsap at the 4. Teague out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Splitter in at the 5, home in the paint. Here's Gordon. Here's Davis. It's deflected. Outside Teague. Millsap a screen. And Teague, here we go. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. He kicks it to Davis. Here's Cole. 6 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. Gordon with another miss.
And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
New Orleans in the lead. And Cole kicks to Babbitt. Pass to Davis. The feed to Gordon. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. Here's Babbitt. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Davis puts it in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Millsap a screen on Gordon. Here's Bazemore. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Some changes for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, who's checked in for Luke Babbitt. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for Norris Cole.
Tyreek Evans.
Here's Teague. Shot from the inbound. The shot is off. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Evans outside. Anderson outside. Clock at 6. Here's Gordon. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Gordon's got his second bucket tonight.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Outside Teague. Millsap a screen. Teague dishes to Millsap. Splitter with no one around. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. New Orleans leading by 5. 17-foot shot on the way. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Evans.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Last season was possibly the best of Tyreek Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
Quincy Pondexter is checked in for Omer Ashe. Stolen by Anderson. Pondexter, the pass to Evans. He dishes it to Gordon. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. And Bazemore kicks to Teague. Splitter sets a screen. In the corner, Bazemore with it. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 5 assists in the game. Evans kicks to Davis. There's the pick. And the pass to Gordon. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 5. And he gets it to go. Davis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Now here's Teague. Evans with the steal. Feeds it to Anderson. Passes to Davis. Lets it go from 14. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 7. Outside Teague. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick, was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
Good on both. Pelicans leading by 5. Evans dishes to Davis. They set the screen. Davis sets a screen. Millsap's against Gordon. 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Hawks. Korver's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Teague. Splitter with a screen on Evans. Teague the pass to Millsap. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
That's good.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
The Atlanta shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Well, you just watched Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
Now here's Teague. Kicks it to Bazemore. Splitter sets a screen. Bazemore dishes to Teague. From downtown. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And Teague's also athletic. You know, sometimes you forget that. I mean, this guy's got the tools also to be a terrific defender. And I still think he's developing consistency at that end of the floor.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the 2nd quarter. Now the dish to Korver. Back to Teague. He feeds it to Millsap. Pass to Korver. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Takes a 3. And Teague is good for 3. Teague's got 5.
And speaking of Jeff Teague's defense, I mean, his rebounding, I think, could also be a little higher. I mean, with his bounce, he can get in there and grab a few more.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
New Orleans making some changes here. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Anderson. Cunningham comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Drew Holiday in for Gordon. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Al Horford's checked in for Millsap. Cephalosha comes in for Kyle Korver. Hardaway's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Dennis Schroeder's subbed in for Teague. No coverage that time. 6 points for Drew Holiday. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for a positive moving forward. Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Evans kicks to Holiday. Dishes it to Cunningham. Holiday against Hardaway. The feed to Evans. Davis sets a screen. Back to Holiday. The 17-footer. Misses off the left iron. For Atlanta, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. All alone. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Evans. He's got 10.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Schroeder passes to Horford. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Horford's got 4 this quarter. The Pelicans trail. Evans dishes to Davis. There's the pick. He kicks to Cunningham. And it's Evans in the corner. Floats one. And it's good on the way-in. Evans has got 12 points in the game.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. To the middle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Ajinça. Evans right side. And it's sent back by Horford.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 17.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Pass to Cunningham. He dishes it to Holiday. There's the pass to Evans. And Holiday, here we go. And that one's good. Holiday's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand, was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Now here is Hardaway. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here is Davis. The jump hook and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Davis has got 8 points. Now with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can draw up an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. Shot clock at 2. Schroeder. And Davis sends it back. The shot is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. 56 seconds left here in the second. And here is Cephalosha. Feeds it to Schroeder. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Lets it go from 11. Davis can't get that one to fall. Hawks have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Now Schroeder. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Horford, stolen by Holiday. Evans goes in. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 14 points for Tyreke Evans. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Pelicans on top. They lead by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play the second half?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and so I go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Tyreke Evans putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Al Horford has been sensational.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
Pelicans leading by 4. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Evans and Gordon are the guard set, and it's Pondexter in at the small forward. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Gordon. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups.
Now here's Evans, following the miss by Al Horford. Davis sets a screen. Evans with it. Now defended by Korver. And it's Davis missing.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Pick by Horford. Korver passes to Horford. Horford double team. Millsap has the open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Millsap's got the first field goal of the second half for the Hawks. Evans kicks to Davis. Korver against Gordon. Davis with a screen on Korver. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Splitter. It's good. This game is all even. Splitter's got 8 points.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
That gives them the lead. And it's 7 points for Jeff Teague.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Screen by Asik. And Davis can't get it to go.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Teague dishes to Korver. Passes it to Splitter. Outside Teague. Kicks it to Millsap. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 7th assist here tonight.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now here's Evans. 14 points for him. Gordon inside. Guarded by Korver. It's stolen by Korver. And here we go again. Atlanta on the break. And that one's good. Millsap.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's Gordon following the basket by Paul Millsap. Korver with the defensive effort.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And Teague, here we go. Horford. Omer Asik with the rebound. Asik's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gordon with the screen for Evans. Outside Gordon. To halt the run. Korver with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Millsap in the corner. Gets to the corner and buries it. Millsap's got 17.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. And last season, the Pelicans made it into the playoffs. I mean, could have had an easier road to get there if they were stronger against the Eastern Conference.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team. There was one thing he stressed above everything else, and that was getting the ball into the low post. That is where their points can and should be coming from in his mind. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork, those were the messages. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Eric Gordon. Here's Atlanta now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's the screen. Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Millsap left side. Pelicans with the rebound. The dish to Cole. Corner shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Now just a 4-point Atlanta lead. The Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Teague drives in. And the layup is good. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Cole. 5 points in the game. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for Norris Cole, such an important role player, Greg, for Miami for a number of seasons. Last year, shooting percentages dipped, and that is one of the reasons why he was probably traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I think, had to do with somebody dipping out of town.
Yeah,
and LeBron James, that would probably change the quality of your shots. But both figures did go up dramatically once he got to New Orleans. And remember, now he's playing with another great player in Anthony Davis.
And that one falls for Cole.
You know, going back to Norris Cole last year, after the trade to the Pelicans, he shot better than he had in his entire career. That and the 2 championship rings he brought with him really helped the Pelicans take the next step in the team's development.
Both good from the line that time.
And, you know, talking about Norris Cole, this is a young man who still has plenty of upside. His assist-to-turnover ratio is solid. He's a competitive defender. I like where his game is going right now.
Here's Bazemore, and it's Korver in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ashik's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Cole. He has 7. They set the pick. He feeds it to Gordon. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside Teague. Millsap kicks to Teague. Picked by Horford. Jumper off the screen, and it falls over the rim and in. Horford's got 19 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Cole to the wing on the left. Anderson, a screen on Teague. Here's Cole. Rebound, Atlanta. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bazemore passes to Teague. Millsap a screen. It's tipped. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Gordon. Finished off the break. Gordon's got 12 in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Teague. He's got 9. Here's Babbitt. Here's Cole. Teague covering. Screen by Ashik. Here's Cole. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
For the lead, Millsap grabs the miss. The Hawks leading. Here's Bazemore. The shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Anderson, a screen on Teague. Pass to Anderson. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Outside Teague, and stolen by Gordon. And now here comes Cole, leading the break. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
New Orleans making some changes here. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Cunningham comes in for Anderson, and it's Drew Holiday in for Eric Gordon. And then for Atlanta, Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Corver. Hardaway comes in for Kent Bazemore, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Now here's Schroeder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Horford up top. Sefolosha dishes to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway from outside. Gets rebounded by New Orleans. On offense here are the Pelicans. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Babbitt. Outside Holiday. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Schroeder. Three-pointer. And it's Cole missing. The Hawks trailing. Sefolosha with it. With his first shot attempt. And the shot no good, a bit short.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA, right downtown Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we are to Bourbon Street when we come here, man. But yeah, this was a fortress for the Pelicans last season as they won some big games here for sure.
Pelicans leading by 3. And Cole kicks to Cunningham. New Orleans moving the ball around. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
So for the Pelicans, Evans comes in for Luke Babbitt. And it's Pondexter in for Norris Cole. 1:43 left in the third. Now here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Out to Hardaway. So the wing on the left to tie. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 17-6 run. Evans outside. 1:06 left in the third. Teardrop shot. No good. Great D that time from Hardaway. The Hawks trail by 3. Picked by Horford. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got his first points of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside Holiday. There's a screen. It's Ajinça, top of the key. Cunningham passes to Pondexter. Inside, unloads from 13. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Pondexter. And that's now 10 points for Drew Holiday. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And here's Evans. He's got 14. Off target. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pelicans lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Hawks shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. On the court right now for the Hawks. Horford is out there with Splitter. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's Korver in at the two-guard spot. In the corner, Sefolosha with it. Dishes it to Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Korver from the arc. And that one's good. Korver's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks. Evans outside. Outside, Davis. The three, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Davis has gone 4 of 12 from the floor. Schroeder kicks to Splitter. The feed now to Korver. Horford against Ashik. Horford no luck. New Orleans gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Pondexter dishes to Evans. It's deflected. Evans against Korver. Now Schroeder. To the paint. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 4-point Atlanta lead. Pelicans shooting the ball at 42%. Gordon with it. Now defended by Korver. Davis sets a screen. There's the pick. Outside Gordon. Ashik the screen for Gordon. And he uses the glass on the lane.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Schroeder passes to Splitter. Horford in the post, working on Ashik. The 3 from Korver. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Evans kicks to Ashik. Pass to Pondexter. Screen by Ashik. Gordon with no one around. Again, the miss by Gordon.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Schroeder. Horford with the screen on Evans. Here's Schroeder. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
And Schroeder still with room to grow. I mean, he needs to improve his three-point shot and cut down his turnovers. But those are things that often come with time. And he's got time, still very young at this stage of his career.
Cole's check in for New Orleans. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Bazemore's checked in. Schroeder hits them both.
And for Schroeder, not a great outside shooter yet, but he's an attack guard. I mean, blinding speed, very slippery, eel-like. He gets into that lane and can make a defense collapse in a heartbeat. That alone is where his value is right now.
Cole dishes to Gordon. Looking to get it going, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Horford.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
Teague, he's checked in for Atlanta. And both free throws good for Davis.
You know, guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom. You know, by age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had 1 scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard. And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Here's Cole, and right on target, good. Cole's got 9 points now in just the second half. And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
All free throws good from Eric Gordon. You know, we were talking about Eric Gordon. He's always had great range, but not always the great shot selection.
You know, and that's a great point because, you know, we see now that he's starting to mature, starting to value every possession. And that's good news for the rest of that team.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed in the East and were able to advance against the Nets in 6 games.
And that one falls for Splitter.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. It seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round.
And Splitter drops them both.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of help. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out of that conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
Outside for Davis. Here's Cole. Drills it from outside.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Splitter, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Davis.
They've struggled against him in this one. Just no answer for Splitter. 12 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse
And because of that, there's now a major intimidation factor working in their favor.
The first one falls.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And guys, for most of his career, Oshik has been going back and forth as a starting center. Only started 2 games his first 2 years with the Bulls. Signed an offer sheet with the Rockets and started 82 games for them in his 3rd season.
And it's Gordon missing. Atlanta leading by 3. Teague the pass to Horford. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Well, going back to Oshik, he lost his starting job to Dwight Howard in his 4th season. He was in Houston, so he didn't want to come back and have his career labeled as a guy coming off the bench. So, Greg, he reportedly asked to be traded, and that's what he got.
Well, and you know what? The Rockets shipped him off to the Pelicans in exchange for a protected first-round pick, and he became a starter again. Moral of the story, don't put Omer on the bench. He won't like it.
And he makes both free throws. Pelicans trail by 5. Davis with a screen on Teague. And Cole kicks to Davis. Pass to Oshik. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bazemore gets the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 7.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Here's Pondexter. He kicks it to Davis. Baseline J on the way. Makes a big height bounce and goes in. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Down low, Horford.
Pretty early to be over the limit, Kevin. They'll have to watch the fouls from here out.
And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
And the Hawks making a change here. Millsap's checked in. A free throw off from Horford.
Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside. And guys, Jeff Teague, an attack guard. He's just an average three-point shooter, but he gets to the free throw line in bunches, shoots at a high percentage, and has really revolved, I think, into one of the elite point guards in the league.
Here's Teague following the score by New Orleans. And that one's good. Millsap.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
And Cole kicks to Davis. And it's Gordon penetrating.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season. Take a look at what Eric Gordon's been doing. He's got 16 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
They've been on fire from the free throw line, and that efficiency has really propelled them forward.
No good on the second free throw.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Korver kicks to Millsap. Fades and shoots. Another miss by Millsap. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
The Hawks leading by 5. Outside Teague. Millsap kicks to Horford. And he gets the bucket. Horford's got 31 points.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Outside Gordon. Here's Cole. No good from outside.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Splitter. Back to Teague. 6 to shoot. Korver dishes to Horford. Ashik comes up with the rebound. Ashik's got 7 rebounds in the game. Gordon against Splitter. Now here's Gordon. D right on him. And Davis, here we go. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Outside T. He dishes it to Horford. Outside Millsap. Picked by Horford. Teague for 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first. Well, I like the way he's turned the heat up here in the fourth. I mean, that makes him an 80% shooter so far in the quarter.
The Hawks leading by 5.
Come on, New Orleans! Your Pelicans dance team!
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
New Orleans making a switch here. Evans is checked in. Now here's Teague. Korver attacking. The step back jumper is good. Korver's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Evans kicks to Davis. Shot from 12. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Asha. Outside for Korver. Hawks passing it around. Good on the shot. And that's now 33 points for Horford.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys. They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups. I understand that. But this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Davis kicks to Evans. And Davis, here we go. Atlanta with the rebound. Horford's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Teague, the pass to Splitter. A shot by Millsap. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. And now it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And here are the Pelicans now. 9-point game. Evans dishes to Davis. 11 feet away, and he nails the jumper.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Davis with the double team. Horford kicks to Splitter. Davis with some nice D.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's Teague after Eric Gordon's bucket.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there. You look at what Teague has done so far. He's got 11 points and 14 assists, as we've seen.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
In Kelloggese, right? In
Yes.
Kelloggese. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
New Orleans has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Davis sets a screen, and that's Evans penetrating. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
At the line for your Pelicans, Tyreke Evans.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Evans.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Here's Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Splitter, that's good. And the Hawks lead by 7.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Gordon against Corver. Back to Splitter. And so the Hawks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Al, a very productive offensive night for you. What allowed you to be so effective in getting your scoring opportunities?
Guys were just finding me, and so it kind of freed me up a little bit and allowed me to get more shots. And we were flying around the whole game.
Well, congratulations on such a solid night offensively, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Well, his ability to get into the paint, get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.